Greetings, everybody. Thanks for clicking on the video. All right, it's time to get into season 4 of Love and Hip Hop 305. Love and Hip Hop Miami. All right. Now, I'm all caught up, but I'm just going to give you the first 2 episodes, my take and review on the first 2 episodes, and then I'm going to come back with the other 2 episodes. I'm all caught up, and let me tell you something about Ace Hood's mama. Ooh, she is out of order. She is out of order, and she is out of order. All right. So season 1 is pretty much an introductory, like most season premieres are. Trick and Trina, you know, they have their morning show down in Miami. And Trina is still working, you know, not bothering nobody. She ain't hurting nobody. She celebrated her 21st anniversary in the music business down in Atlanta, and she was supposed to invite Trick, and then management got things mixed up. Trina needs a new team of people, because it seems that for the past 4 seasons, every time that Trina, who is a very established artist, she's been in the game for 21 years, every time she has an event to participate in, there's always some mix-up. It's a sound problem. It's a schedule conflict. She don't have her outfit. Maybe it's time for you to get a new team. Or is this a new team? So Trina, she's still working. You know, she wants to get to the point where she makes $100 million, you know, and then she can retire. So I respect it. Trick Daddy, he was offended because there was an oversight. He somehow didn't get on the plane. He wasn't told about his invite to celebrate Trina's 21st anniversary in the music business. And that seems like a little bit of a manufactured, you know, event. Not that big of a deal. All right. Then we move on to Noreaga. Okay. Noreaga, rapper Noreaga and Capone. Y'all remember that? You know, banned from TV, Noreaga. This is his wife, Neri Santiago. Beautiful woman, right? And they've been married for a very long time. They have children together. She is a stay-at-home mom and wife. And that's the way Nori likes it. I'm actually surprised to see Nori on Love and Hip Hop. He is the host of Drink Champs. If you guys watch his little podcasts on Revolt TV. Great personality, great interview. Well, actually, he's an annoying interviewer. But I think he'll bring a little bit excitement to the franchise. He is in Miami. That's where he resides. That's where his podcast films. So Nori, she's ready to start her own business. She wants to open up her juice bar, and she wants Nori to be supportive. Now, Noreaga, Drink Champs, the premise of the show is everybody drinks until they get drunk, right? In his real life, Noreaga drinks until he gets drunk, and his wife has to chauffeur him around. Girl, Nori, you want your wife to be tired of you? Because I'm tired of you, and this is only the first episode of the season. So she has to drive him around. Nori doesn't even have his license. So imagine having to drive around your annoyingly drunk husband who does not want to support you becoming an entrepreneur after you've been with him and supported him for so many years and raised the children, been a stay-at-home mom and wife, and now you want to do your thing, and he's giving you a little bit of pushback. Nori, if you keep it up, she is going to walk out on you. Okay? Keep it up, buddy. All right. Nori's also a new character to the franchise. Ace Hood, rapper Ace Hood, he is also a new character to the franchise. He is from Miami. He resides in Miami as well. And this is his wife, Shayla. Okay, let me tell you something. Let me not even get into his mama. Okay, now Ace Hood, he parted ways with, he was affiliated with, what's his name? What is his name? Gosh. Rick Ross and DJ Khaled and all of them. So he parted ways, you know, with DJ Khaled, and he is solely independent, right? Now he wants to kind of change the type of music that he makes. He wants to record and distribute music that's on a different level, you know what I'm saying? Different frequency, you know, different vibe. And I respect it. Now, obviously, him parting ways from a major label or a major production company means that funds are not going to be the same. Enter his mammy, Okay. He revealed that he had a strenuous relationship with his mother at one point. He actually got to sit down and talk to his mom, and his mother is toxic as hell. I'm just not going to waste any time and sugarcoat anything. She made my skin crawl, and this is no disrespect to anybody's mama, but women, like, there are a lot of women like her that perpetuate a negative stereotype. All right. Basically, in a nutshell, this is what happened. Ace Hood was making money. Ace Hood was taking care of his mama. Ace Hood decided to go independent because he wanted to distribute and record different type of music, something more positive, basically, in a nutshell. The money dried up. Ace Hood has children from a previous relationship, and he is now married. So when the money tightened up, he tried to explain to his mother, and she basically wasn't having it. She was more focused on how her car note was going to get paid and how her bills was going to get paid. And she actually didn't even seem to have any remorse when she was sitting down at the table with Ace Hood. Toxic as hell. And you can tell that Ace Hood comes across on the show, I'm just judging by what we see on the show, he comes across as he tiptoes around his mom because he doesn't want to offend his mama. His mother is toxic as hell. And then now Ace Hood's mother, for whatever reason, doesn't like Shayla. Ace Hood mother, she says that I was the queen and now all of a sudden she's the queen. No. You're the queen of your castle in your home. Ace Hood's wife is the queen of the castle of her home where she resides with her husband, not your husband. Ace Hood is not your man. He's not your husband. He's your son. She really made my skin crawl. Then he attempted to bring up, Ace Hood that is, attempted to bring up the fact that Shayla, his wife, recently had a miscarriage. Okay. And he didn't know how to deal with that because come to find out, Ace Hood had a child that passed away from the previous relationship. So Ace Hood is there trying to talk to his mother about, Shayla feeling, being emotional and grieving because she had a miscarriage. And what does his mother do? His mother brings up the passing of his child that he had from a previous relationship as if to compare the two, saying you actually got to hold, I don't remember the Ace Hood's other child's name. You actually got to hold her and touch her. That was hard. I said to myself, this woman is absolutely terrible. I can't believe she did that. That made my jaw drop. Nothing on any of these reality TV shows has made my jaw drop in a while. This woman is a trip. So again, like I said, Ace Hood, he left his record label and the money slowed down. Bottom line, the money slowed down and the mother wasn't trying to hear anything. She wanted her bills paid. She said, you got me accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and all of a sudden, not even concerned about her son's mental and physical well-being, just concerned about her car note and her bills getting paid. We'll get back to her when I go through episode 2, but that woman is toxic as hell. I don't care what anyone says. Suki Hana with the good. Okay, Suki wants another child. Now this is the head of the Ratchet Rangers. If you watch my old reviews of Love and Hip Hop Miami, then you know who the Ratchet Rangers are. This is the head Ratchet Ranger, and I am here for every minute of it. So Suki Hana is back, a lot richer than she was before. She said during the pandemic, she made a lot of money. Now, Suki Hana has done some questionable things, but if that's what she wants to do, that's on you. You ain't no kin to me, and you ain't my mama. So pray for the kids, y'all. But she wants another child. Now, her mother is her manager, and she doesn't feel that this is a good idea because Suki Hana is trying to get signed to a major record label. So the mother feels, look, you already have two children she has, right? Or 3. I think she has 2. The man that she's engaged to, he has a plethora of children as well, and they want children together. The mother said, look, you got plenty of time to have kids. Now is not the time. Suki Hana is going to do what she wants. Like she says, she mentioned other female rappers having children. She goes on to say things along the line of men have children and no one says anything about it. Can we just stop that? Ladies, can we please stop that if you want to? We are not built to do what men do, and men are not built to do what we do. I get her point, But at the same time, like, ma'am, okay, go ahead and have your kids. And then when things get even more hard for you, don't complain. You already complained that now you barely spend time with your children. So, and I don't think homeboy that you engaged to spends a lot of time with his children. He on an ankle monitor. So can he even go to visit his children? I don't even know if his children live in the same city or state as him. Sukihana, this is just for a storyline. I totally can tell. All right, then we shift on to episode 2 of the season. And Amara La Negra is back. Now, how do you guys feel about Amara's new look? It does take a little bit of getting used to. I follow her on Instagram, so I've seen the progression. At first, I didn't like it, and I was a little bit nervous, but I think I'm getting used to it. She said that she had to slim down for health reasons, so I can respect it. You know, I'm just glad that she's healthy and seemingly happy, right? So she's introduced in the second episode. She's basically turned off by the music industry, and she's now in real estate, Airbnbs in DR, to be exact, in Dominican Republic. Now, she got a man. All right. He's a realtor who's helping her with her investment properties. How convenient. Now, Amara says that her mother tries to like control her life. Duh. We've seen this for the past few seasons, right? Seems like it's recycled storylines, but we'll see where this goes. And the reason that she does so is, because she feels like she's put a lot into Amara's mother feels like she put a lot into Amara when she was young. And she basically wants to see Amara become a huge success. Now, the reason why I think that Mama La Negra controls your life, Amara, is because you pretty much allow it. Like, you're in DR with your man. Did y'all see when they were making out on the balcony? Why was her mother standing right there watching them? That's weird and it's gross. I just feel like Amara wants something to complain about, I think. I mean, but I'm here for it. I just feel like this is it's kind of repetitive. We saw this last season. Anyway, back to Suki. Now, Suki, she opened up a clothing store, The Good Cat. Okay. She's so funny to me. And I would say the store, basically they specialize in haute couture. Okay. Now, Suki said that, the streets say that her cat is good. And I just want to know, Miss Thing, how much of the streets sample that cat to know it's good? You might want to watch what you say, girl. I do think that her having a clothing line is a great idea. She sells stripper clothes, real risque ensembles. And, she said that a particular demographic of men like women that dress like this. Is she wrong? No, I think it could work for her. So I think it's a great idea. So she has her cousin managing the store, though. I think that's a bad idea. He's extremely ghetto. He's not even hood. He's straight ghetto. And Suki said herself that he has no people skills, and he's very ghetto and unprofessional. So why would you have him manage your store? This is going to be good. I think it's going to be highly entertaining because I don't think I'm taking any of this seriously. So, but I do think her having a clothing store, the type of clothing store she has, it's on brand for her, So we switch to the next scene and we see Suki and her man. They're doing a photo shoot. And like I said before, homie has on an ankle monitor. I'm hoping that won't be in the photo. They'll crop out the ankle monitor. Like I said before, Suki wants another child. Her mother says no. And I just feel like this dude is grossly irresponsible. He already has children that I don't know if he's taking care of the kids, but how much can he do with an ankle monitor on? You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit scared. Anyway, good luck to them. Ace Hood and his wife. Now, Ace Hood's wife, I think I'm saying her name right. Shayla, right? Let's just say it's Shayla. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. So Shayla has company over. I don't remember who it was that visited her, but whoever it was, they were pregnant. And she was sitting down having a conversation with them. And she was just explaining how invalidated she felt when Ace Hood wasn't comforting her when she lost the baby. And I think that he could have possibly been so numb because he lost a child as well. But she seems to be very, very level-headed. Shayla, that is. And I love seeing people who are level-headed. I enjoy watching her, I like to see how she handles conflict. But she's just go on to explain that how she felt alone and abandoned, and she said that he was getting ready to go to the gym when she told him, and he just continued making his smoothie and he left. I think he doesn't know how to be comforting, but at the end of the day, I think that hopefully they'll make it work, because I like his personality and I like her personality. So far that could change. They end up throwing a Mother's Day brunch, right? I think that's a bad idea, because at this point, I felt that Ace Hood's mother is going to act up. When I saw the first episode, Ace Hood is adamant about having his wife and his mother get along. And here's the thing. Sometimes you really have to feed people with a long handled spoon and leave them where they are, especially the older you get. We are on borrowed time, and the recent events that's taking place in the world should remind us of that, right? I don't think that it's a good idea for Ace Hood to try to force his mother and his wife to get along. The mother is the problem. I want to be proven otherwise. This is only episode 2. The mother is the problem. I know it. I see it. She feels that that she should take, the higher level. Like she's on this higher level than Ace Hood's wife. You guys are not in competition. You're not the queen of that castle. Like, your son is not your man, lady. Ooh, good Lord. Anyway, so they're throwing a Mother's Day brunch. Now, Shayla says that her mama got social anxiety, so she's not in attendance. What I think that Shayla's mother doesn't want to deal with Ace Hood's mother and her BS. Okay. So Shayla and Blondie, that's Ace Hood's mother's name, Blondie, they talk. Now, you could tell that Shayla is so frazzled by Blondie's presence, right? She seems like one of two things. Either she's really intimidated by her and Shayla's non-confrontational, or that's her trying to keep her temper under control and she doesn't want to cuss Ace Hood mama out, So they're talking, and I don't know why they're having this conversation at this particular event. This should have been a private conversation because there's other people around. Now, this is at the Mother's Day brunch, by the way, okay? The wife messed up when she told Blondie, the mother-in-law, what Ace Hood told her. So she's standing there, and I think it's her nerves. She's saying, well, Ace told me this, and I was talked about behind my back, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I said, nope, you messed up. You need to let Blondie tell you what her problem is with you. You don't ever go against your man. You don't ever go against your man. Now, Ace Hood, I thought that was weird. That was weird. I said, she's probably just nervous. Poor little thing. Anyway, so they're sitting around the table and they're giving cheers and all this other stuff. And they're, talking and stuff. And Ace Hood thanks his mama in front of everybody and doesn't say a word to or about his wife. Let me tell you when my jaw dropped again. Ace Hood mama begins to talk about how she misses her own mother, which would be Ace Hood's grandmother. She turns to Shayla and says, mind you, Ace Hood's mother knows that Shayla had a miscarriage. She turns to Shayla at the table in front of everyone. It looked like a small, intimate brunch, but still. And she says, I know you're going to be a good mother one day. Ouch. Ace Hood's mama, Blondie, you toxic as hell. And what Ace Hood needs to do, Ace Hood, you need to grow a spine, and you need to have a conversation with just you and your mother, and you need to let your mother know, listen, I understand that you were used to one thing, but it ain't that no more, okay? I'm married. I have to take care of my household, and I also have children that are outside of this marriage that I had from a previous relationship. So if you're either going to do one of two things. You're either going to respect boundaries, or I'm going to continue to feed you with a long-handled spoon, if at all. That's it. That's all. Shayla don't need to be confronting your mother, or not even confronting or saying anything to your mother about, oh, Ace told me this. If Blondie got a problem, let Blondie tell Ace Hood what the problem is and let Ace Hood solve it. There's no need for Blondie and Shayla to be having no back and forth. The problem is Blondie thinks that she runs everybody. And Ace Hood has allowed her to run amok for quite some time. If she's not going to respect the boundaries of your household, where your wife is the queen and you are the king of your household, Blondie, you the queen of your own household. Then you tell Blondie to hit the road and don't come back. You put her on ice before, she can get put on ice again. You are a grown man, not her man, but a grown man. So respect goes both freaking ways. Blondie can't come over shouldn't come over in your house and think she runs stuff and it's her way or the highway. Those rules apply to where she pay the cost to be the boss, not over in your residence. And it's not even a disrespectful thing, but a lot of women think that their sons are their men and they supposed to take care of their mama over their wife. He lives with his wife. He sleeps with his wife. They're two different roles. So I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand why Ace Hood is tiptoeing. I get it. He probably doesn't want to upset his mother, but you're going to lose your wife. You got to go home to your wife. And when Blondie go home, she goes home. She don't go home to no chaos. That woman is toxic as hell. I can't stand it. I absolutely cannot stand it. All right, let's shift gears now to Trick and Trina. So Trina shows up to the studio and she's got an attitude, nothing new, you know what I'm saying? But it is the anniversary of her brother's passing. So every year she throws a memorial. They have like celebration of life for her brother who passed away, I think she said 8 years ago. So she walked into work and she had an attitude. And Trick was expressing how he was forgotten for Trina's 21st anniversary in Atlanta. And Trina ended up flipping out, because Trick was like, oh, we should do something in Miami, And she's just like, today is really not the day. And I felt like, well, why did you come to work then? I can respect you coming to work, fulfilling your work obligations. But if you're going to be a menace, you know what I'm saying? And just flip out and cuss everybody out. Why not just stay home? If that's a day for you. Obviously it's still affecting you, rightfully so. I get it. I absolutely get it. But stay home. Why you want to upset yourself, aggravate yourself? So they do end up having a memorial service, like I said. And I have to tell you, I love how supportive Trick is of Trina. When she flips out, he says he understands. He was close to her brother as well. And he said, when Trina is in her moods, the best thing is to leave her alone. And then just let her be and she'll come back around. But I love how he doesn't yell back at her or anything like that. And he doesn't take it personal. I have to say, I love that because it's like he understands. They have that relationship though. Everybody is not, everybody's not like that. But I do love how supportive he is of Trina. Anything Trina needs or anything she wants to do, even when Trina tried to get Trick to like work out and take better care of himself, he actually listened to her. So I do love that. I love their dynamic and their relationship. So that's episode 1 and 2. That's my review, my take on it. I did not expect it to be this long. So I'll come back with episode 3 and 4. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think of Ace Hood Mama. Is she out of order? She needs to have a sit down with Iyanla. I would love to see Ace Hood, Shayla, and Blondie have a sit down with Mama Iyanla. I would love to see that. I think that Shayla and Ace Hood would be receptive. The mama would get checked because she's out of order. Out of order. All right, I'm signing off, but I'll be back soon. Until next time, folks. Peace.